Labas! My name is Gabri and welcome to my first video. So I've been waiting to make videos for a really long time. At some point I did make them, but I did not have the courage to post them until now. Welcome again. Right now I'll be posting a series where I'll be building my art YouTube channel from scratch to finished, and I will be documenting the whole process. Today I will be figuring out my channel's vibe, so let's get started. To find my YouTube channel's vibe, I think I should start from my own drawings. If I want this channel to feel more authentic, more me, then I should reflect the things I did instead of trying to follow someone else's aesthetic. So let's take a closer look. The first thing I notice is the color palette. I almost always come back to the shades of purple, lavender, and deep ocean blues. These are my favorite colors and I really love drawing with them. Then there's the atmosphere. Almost every illustration of mine has something celestial in it, like stars, galaxies, the moon, space, and to be honest, I think I've always been drawn to dreamy and ethereal worlds. Looking at these drawings, I realized I also love adding little details and accessories. Now it's time to see if I can somehow translate the feeling into my YouTube channel. So now is the time to find a suitable font, and instead of endless scrolling through font websites, I wanted to look at something I've already created, and that is my portfolio. When I designed it, I wasn't really thinking about building a brand or something like that. I simply chose the fonts that felt most like me, and right now, looking back at it, I've realized they're still the ones I naturally gravitate towards. In advance, sorry for pronunciation for font names. English is not my first language, so sorry about that. So for the headings, I love using Livonia and the seasons. They feel for me elegant, soft, a little dreamy. And as for the body text, I usually use Roca 2. It's clean and easy to read. It really was one of the best fonts I've found. I don't think I need to search for something completely new. I think these are one of the best choices that will represent me. First things first, I'm going to open Canva. I created an A4 sized canvas and opened Pinterest. A few days ago, I already made myself a board with references. What I'm going to do is create 3 different color palette variations and then choose the one that fits my channel the best. I came across a combination of lavender and pastel lavender. I used a color palette picker to take the colors from an image, created a little palette from it, and import it into my Canva project. For the second variation, I wanted to focus more on a deep blue and lavender colors. Then we have the third variation, grape purple and light blue. I imported the grape purple palette and played around with some filters and color adjustments to see if I could make work something new. And I finally chose the lavender and the deep blue palette. So I deleted the other options and placed my final palette at the bottom of the moodboard. While looking through my Pinterest board, I found this image with line art covering the corners of the paper. I'm thinking about creating some of my own line art as a transparent PNGs. And of course, galaxy and space references had to be included. I also found this reference and a little shout out to all the artists whose work I'm using as inspiration here. I really like the graphic style. It doesn't have too many details and instead of focuses more on shapes and colors. I think I want to bring a little bit of graphic feeling to my own YouTube channel's aesthetic, but we will see. Now it's time to add the Season and Livonia Classy fonts. And of course, I know I want to create a mascot, so I'm imagining something with a little bit of a chibi influence. I also added some stars because obviously there has to be stars somewhere. Then I added a few more ornament references. Finally, this body base. I'm not really sure if I want to make a mascot looking exactly like this, but I like the general idea of the proportions, so I'm going to use it as a starting point. Now that I have all my references, I think it's time to actually organize everything. I exported the moodboard and imported back into Canva. Then I played around with some color adjustments and filters to finalize the palette. So this is the final mood board. I feel like I finally have much clearer idea of what I want YouTube channel to look like and feel like. And in the future videos, I'll be able to come back to this mood board whenever I'm designing something new. So this is what my YouTube channel looks right now. I'll put the mood board next to it and see if it actually gives me any new ideas. Honestly, I think it does. It really does. Thank you guys so much for watching my video and being here from the beginning. In the next episode, I'll be designing my mascot, so I'm really excited to see how that little character turns out. If you enjoyed this video and want to follow along with the rest of the journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, loves!